I'm about to step in the ring, y'all, and I know y'all want to see me step in the ring again, so give this video a big thumbs up if you want to see DanaTube go from promoter to fighter once again. I need my redemption.
So basically the fight that I'm pitching here is, and I think the fight that most people want to see, is Deji versus Fousey. I think we've all seen at the weigh-ins the altercations that they've had, and if you've seen the first clip, you know that Fousey wants to step back in the ring and Deji's looking for a comeback fight. So I think it makes perfect sense. They both lost. It's a do or die situation for them. However, I do believe that Deji's loss was more embarrassing than Fousey's loss because of the fact that he fought someone who had no experience, and he has had years of experience fighting. And basically when Fousey lost to Slim, he lost to someone that had the same amount of experience as him, so it was an even matchup. But for Deji, he went in the fight as a large favorite. No one gave Vinny a chance, and it was basically, when is Deji gonna knock him out? It was the first round, second round, third round, and in the end he lost the fight, which makes the situation seem more embarrassing for Deji than for Fousey. As you can see, this wasn't a good fight for Fousey. He got bloodied up, and he didn't get paid any money for this fight. It was for charity, and he ended up with a broken nose. He had to go fix it. He had to do surgery, and he just spent money. He didn't even get any money. So I think he deserves a comeback fight. Deji wants a comeback fight. I think it makes perfect sense, and I think it's a do or die situation for either of them, because if Fousey loses this fight embarrassingly, it's gonna be like, okay fine, just don't step in the ring again. And for Deji, this is like his last straw. There's no more chances after this, because you've lost 2 fights in a row. You lost a fight against Jake. People were impressed by that performance, but then you fought Vinny. He was in worse shape, and he's basically at rock bottom, where right now he said that for his comeback fight he wants a 6-pack, and he's gonna completely change himself for this fight. And I think Fousey made a lot of mistakes in that fight that he could have improved on in the next fight. So we haven't seen the best of these 2 fighters yet. We've seen Fousey being at his worst, where his hands were down. You know, the event got to him basically, and it was full of pressure, and he got beat up by Slim. And then we saw Deji, who had horrible cardio, couldn't last more than 2 rounds, and took a knee in the beginning of the 3rd round. So I've heard that Social Gloves is planning a 2nd event, and they're planning to make Austin McBroom fight KSI as the main event. So if they are looking for a co-main event or an undercard, I think a fight between Deji and Fousey would be good. And it's not just we're putting these 2 random people to fight each other. These both don't like each other. I believe Deji doesn't like Fousey. He said he doesn't like him, and then I'm sure Fousey is a bit annoyed by Deji as well. So I think it makes perfect sense. They have a bit of beef, and I think if they go in the ring, they can settle it out. It'll be the perfect place to settle it out. They can have a fight, and we can see who the winner is. And I think the Deji vs Fousey fight could be bigger than the Austin McBroom KSI fight, even though KSI and Austin McBroom are better fighters. I think the hype and the build-up for a fight like this would be insane, and I believe that it could generate most of the ticket sales and give more profitability to the event. So yeah, this is the fight that I want to see. There's going to be a bunch of clips on why I think this fight should happen. I'm just talking over this fight basically. As you can see, it was a bad fight for Fousey. His hands were down, he just got beat up by Slim. But essentially, if you think about it, even though Fousey lost the fight, he's being more talked about than the winner of this fight, who is Slim. Slim has won this fight, and he can't even find an opponent. That's how bad the situation is for him. Whereas Fousey lost, but still people want to fight him because he's a big name. He was a part of the Social Gloves event. He's everywhere on YouTube right now, so I think it makes perfect sense. And I think this opponent for Deji would be perfect, because Deji doesn't like him. Deji had no disrespect or respect for Vinny. It was sort of mutual. It was just an opponent, so there was no fire there. There was no that he really wanted to knock this guy out. But I think if he fought someone like Fousey that he genuinely dislikes, he would actually make effort to actually train and do the fight properly. Because I think that a fight where you have no interest and you're sort of doing it just for the money. I believe the fight with Vinny was just for the money, and it was just full on confidence from Deji, where he was like, you know, I'm a better fighter, I'm fighting someone with no experience, I'm gonna bully this guy. Whereas for someone like Fousey, he's gonna know that, okay, Fousey stepped in the ring, even though he lost, he stepped in the ring, he knows how to throw a punch, and then there's hate. It's not hate, but there's genuine dislike between both of these fighters, and I think that sets it up for a great event. They could have their own event. I heard that KSI is starting his own boxing promotion. They could have their own event in that, but I think on social gloves would be much better, and we could see a really good fight, and I think we would see the best of these two opponents for this fight. I mean, Deji got manhandled on all his social medias. If you've seen his latest YouTube video, you know, people were calling him fat shaming and all that. So yeah, it's about time where he finally takes a different approach to his fight. Took the knee in this fight. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, he was just swinging a bit wild. I think he realized that his cardio is gone, and that if this fight continued, it would have been even more worse for him. So he decided that he has to go for the knockout, find a way to drop him, get some points at least, because he had no energy. And yeah, once he started getting hit, you can see his arms start to get slow, and I mean, there's a big difference between him and his brother in terms of how seriously they take their fights. And I think Deji needs to train with KSI, because KSI has mentioned in his videos that he's still training. So if Deji could train with him, I'm not telling Deji to train as hard as him, but to try and be surrounded by people like that, I think it'll help. And yeah, as you've seen, Vinny got the victory, and he deserved it. And Deji, he needs his comeback fight. That's all I'd say.
You were busy trying to summon some energy from every black leader with that knee. From Martin Luther King to Malcolm X to Nelson Mandela. You legit had a 1 minute break after a round and said, nah, fuck that, I need more. And then you took a knee. I've never seen that in my life. I couldn't believe it. Ultimately, at the end of the day, you closed up and you gave up. Deji, man. Don't ever box again. Don't ever box again until you work on your cardio. How and why they thought it would be a good idea for you to enter the ring looking like that is beyond me, man. It was embarrassing. Have they no shame, or are they there just to massage your ego while you're still paying them and giving them clout? For that fight, you weren't fit. And then we all know that you're gonna just do the knee for Black Lives Matter and then give up. Fam, you put black people back 100 years with that loss. After that loss, I slept and I had a dream about me being in cornfields. You came out looking like Mike Tyson and ended up looking like Solomon in 12 Years a Slave. You came through to the ring wearing a cross, but even Jesus couldn't save you. But let's be real, Deji. You lost to an anime character. Man came to the ring with a Naruto soundtrack as if this was the season finale. You lost to someone that likes to clean and dance in their spare time. You said that you train 5 times a day. Where? In McDonald's.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Deji. So obviously with my fight, unfortunately I took an L. I want to say congrats to Vinny Hacker, congrats to everybody who took part in the event. Like, boxing is tough, but my stamina failed me again. My stamina failed me, and yes, I know that. I don't want to talk too much because actions speak louder than words, and I know what I need to do. I'm going to be taking a break from social media, and I'm just going to be working on myself, because that's what I need to do. I need to work on my cardio, I need to work on just myself as a whole, because I do want to box again. So I'm not going to talk anymore, I'm going to just let my actions speak louder, and yeah, I guess I will see you guys soon. I will see you guys when I see you. And don't worry about me, I am all good. As you can see, I'm all cheerful, I'm happy. This isn't a facade. I'm living life, alright? I needed this. This is something that's just gonna ultimately help me in the future. And I needed this. This is somewhat humbled me. So yeah, I know some people were gonna tell me to give up, pack it in, but I have no quit in me. That's just me. I'm not gonna stop. My cardio has let me down twice now, so I clearly know what I need to work on. So yeah, I will be off social media for a while, and I just want to say thank you for all those who supported me, all your nice words, all the people at the event, all the people on the internet. You guys are lovely, honestly. And the ones also calling me. Anyway guys, I'll see you when I see you. Take care. Oh God.
Yo, let me say what's up, man.
I'm good, my guy.
You can't even say what's up like that?
I've lost respect for you, my guy.
Really?
Honestly.
Why is that? I would love to talk to you about it man to man, like honestly, even in private.
I'm good.
I've known you for years, Deji. We've been cool. Like we've even before
we
this.
were cool.
We were cool.
I actually heard the shit you said on stage.
Yeah, and in my video, I don't know if you watched my video, I talked about how I started off by saying, I respect you, Deji. That was the first thing I said.
Me. If you respected me, you wouldn't have said that.
But the stuff you said, I know you don't respect me at all, but I'm still telling you I do respect you.
Me off. What do you mean?
I'm going off of what they told me to say. They gave me things and stuff to say.
So they told you to disrespect me?
In what way disrespect? Which part offended you?
You said I was subbing botting subs.
That was after you went after my career and this on that. What I'm just doing here to do that.
You still disrespected me.
Did you not do the same before that?
That shit wasn't even true.
Did you not? But did you not do the same right before
the shit
me?
I said was true though.
Back in 2016, when I've worked 4 years to change my life and everything, and there's people saying different things.
That's your shit.
You said that.
I've lost respect for you.